How's it going, folks? Welcome back to another Star Wars Genesis Holocron. Today, we are bringing you where to find all the Clone Trooper armor. Let's jump in. So starting out, this is actually a quest line that you're going to use to unlock a Clone Trooper vendor similar to the Black Market vendor, which we have in a video over there. So check that out for some other great armor. With this one, most of the Clone Trooper armor that you get from this vendor, you can only get from this vendor. This is actually a original quest line from Patient Wave made specifically for Genesis. This quest line is going to be less combat focused and more about the narration, the world building, and just kind of your choices in the matter. So let's jump into the quest. You can get this starting off from Coruscant as soon as you get off of your ship and start the game. You're just going to go run down the dock to the Imperial Security Office, and there you will see a data pad. On that data pad, it's going to say that the ISB is looking for candidates, recruits, mercenaries, what have you, to go find some deserters. Follow that quest line into the Imperial office, the main sector, go up the elevator, and you will find a man by the name of Agent Brim. He's going to go over all the specifics of what you need to do. He's going to let you know that there are deserters, and you need to go and find them. And he's going to tell you that
here's the situation. Certain assets that belong to the Imperial military have disappeared. The official term is desertion. They were supposed to serve, but they chose to run instead. Now we have reason to suspect they've regrouped and are hiding somewhere in the Outer Rim.
The ISB intelligence are going to have pinned down Salukami. I think that's how you say that. Salukami? I don't know. And that is where there are Imperial deserters. You're going to go down, and it's going to seem a little weird. You're going to interact with a few NPCs, and each one is going to tell you that there is nothing going on here whatsoever. If you are eagle-eyed, you will notice that the bartender that you have to talk to kind of looks like a clone. And throughout talking to them, you're going to notice that there is a wife and Dom, who is another old clone trooper who is in charge of this settlement.
An outsider in my settlement. Something that seems to be happening more often lately. Tell me, why are you here?
You're going to talk to him, kind of go over a few things. You can let him know what you're doing. You cannot let him know what you're doing. But then it's going to tell you to search around for evidence. And with that, you're going to find a lot of data pads. All these data pads are going to be telling you a lot about kind of what's been going on, the history, the lore of this little settlement. I think it is fantastically put together for the lore about how there was Order 66 happened, but these troopers didn't really want to take part in that. They saw the Jedi general die, and then they crash landed on this planet, made a little outpost, and the Hutts have been coming in, doing some things, but they're running away from the Empire. Lots of data pads to read, to go over that. But there's one data pad which is the most important, which is in the armory. It took me, I don't know how long to find this, but this is the one you want. It is right next to a Clone Trooper helmet in the armory, and that will be the one you need to continue the quest line. While you're running around, you can also find some other Clone Trooper items. You can find a couple a lot of helmets, actually, a couple weapons, a few droid armors, but this is a nice spot to be since you are not having to fight. So if you do want to get some early armor, this is a great spot to get some of it, get some weapons, and get a little bit stocked up if you do want to start your playthrough as a Clone Trooper. If you are geared up, there is a point of interest to the north with the abandoned Republic base. There's a lot of Shadow Collective there. Your POI should be the same as mine. There's an army of them. This is another great place to find some Mandalorian armor if you can get through that battle. So after finding that holocron, or after finding that data pad, you're going to go back and talk to Dom. He's going to let you know that he knows that you know. He knows I know you know we know. And that and just ask you what you're going to do. And you can let him know that you're either going to turn him in or not. The choice is really up to you. That's kind of the point of this deserter quest line is, the choices you make. Hopefully they do lead to other choices and things in the future, because this is the first quest from that creator, Patient Wave. This is the first quest from Patient Wave for Star Wars Genesis. And hopefully we do see more, because I did enjoy the lore of it all. After you talk to Dom, then he kind of takes you through, kind of gives you his heartfelt what happened. We're just trying to live our life. Kind of like that episode of Clone Wars where you do see the deserter and how everyone kind of came to, just letting him be, just how the clones want to be people.
I buried many of my brothers here, alongside Stas. And I buried the Republic with them. We were created to follow orders. But what's the worth of obedience if it kills every decent thing left in you? You want to serve the Empire? Fine. But remember what the Empire is built on. Betrayal. Genocide. If you've got even a shred of honor, you'll see why we chose this life. We're not asking for pity. Just the right to keep living free.
You'll end it up and then go back to Coruscant. Back at Coruscant, you're going to talk to the guy that started this all off, and you can either let him know that, that's where they are, and, basically nothing happens. After that, you can say you found them, you get your credits, and then you don't get anything else. I did do both playthroughs so that we can see what happens there. Just let them know that they're there, they're defenseless, and then you can go back and nothing happens. But the ending that we want to do is the one where you lie to him. Tell him that you found the deserters and they left on a Corellian freighter, and send them on a wild goose chase. Then you can go back and talk to Mira Joran. I don't know why she is turned around on me during the entire time, but if you talk to her, that is where you can start buying your Clone Trooper Commando outfits. There were a lot of them. It's kind of the same way that the black market works. You want to go back into your ship and wait 24 hours to reset it. I managed to do this, I think something like, I don't know, probably at least 10 times is the amount of times that I reset this. And all of the armors I found were the Clone Commando armors in basic black, dirty, green, recon, and yellow black, plus one backpack and a helmet for all of them. There was also the Clone Commando helmet, which does look a lot like Rex's, which makes me think that there is also a Rex outfit as well. I did look in the command prompts. There is Captain Rex somewhere in there. I haven't added it yet. I haven't found it on the reset, but that makes me believe that there is other armor that we can get either from this quest line or more in the future. So if you have found Captain Rex's armor, do let me know. You also get some other items from her, including the Duraplast shoulders, some wraps, and other things that go very well with the Commando armor. All of those different accessories do seem to go really well with the Commando armor. It looks like they were made to fit that, and I do really enjoy all of these armors. So if you are playing that Clone Trooper-esque and don't really want Mandalorian armor, this is your next best thing. All of them do have fantastic stats right off the bat, with 780 to 750 plasma resistance, which is 75% armor reduction, which you can add the Duraplast shoulders to make it even stronger, get you to that 95. It's actually stronger than the armor I do use regularly, so this is pretty great. And again, if you don't want to be a Mandalorian, this is the armor for you. You can also take all this armor, if you did not know, and equip it to your companion so that you can have some shock troopers, some other kind of troopers with you. Makes it look really cool with that, where you have your own little kind of squad of clone troopers at the ready. And that's it. You can go back whenever you want. Again, all you have to do is wait 24 hours to reset her and cycle through everything. If you did find some more clone armor, make sure you let me know in the comments so that we can all share and kind of gauge what the rarity of everything is. And if you enjoy these highlights, guides and other things Star Wars Genesis related, make sure you force push those like and subscribe buttons, and may the Force be with you.